the benchmark. Apparently there's been a follow-up, and I do want to look at it, so I haven't looked at it yet. I'm curious. Let's check it out. Hello, everyone. This is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. I'd like to share the latest information about our update to the Dawntrail benchmark, including the release date and details of the fixes. Yeah! During the recent letter from the producer live, I estimated May 30 or 31st is our tentative release date, but I'm afraid this has been pushed back several days to Monday, June 3rd, 2024. Hey, that sounds good. Sounds great. Monday, we'll see the, oh my gosh, we'll see the new benchmark. We are already in the final debugging phase, but on the first day of the final review, classic Yoshi P. You don't need to tell us this. I love Yoshi P for this because he always does this with his updates. You know, he doesn't need to tell us this part. Most people wouldn't. Like, I think most devs wouldn't. But here's what happened. We are in the final debugging phase, and on the first day of the final review, we discovered an issue which triggers instability within the software. We corrected the issue and are currently redoing the final review from scratch, which unfortunately put us behind schedule by a little over a day. It's honestly, I love it because it shows so much respect to the player. It's like, it almost has this vibe like he is writing his boss, which feels right because we are the customer here. But furthermore, our development offices are scheduled for a full power outage during building inspections on Saturday, June 1st and Sunday, June 2nd, which would prevent us from following up on any post-release issues that may arise. Oh, okay. Man, they really work every single day. They don't even take weekends off, ever. In order for us to provide our full support, man, give them a break. But I'm also like, but also get it out as soon as possible. In order for us to provide our full support as soon as possible after release, I felt it was necessary to postpone the release until Monday, June 3rd. That's fine. I think that's good. So what's the review? What are we changing here? Review and reconfig of character creation's environmental parameters. So everybody that has had a minute in the benchmark has seen that the lighting is dog. Especially when you are in Limsa and the cloud goes in front of the sun and it's all green all of a sudden. It's quite bad. Various environmental parameters like lighting, positioning of light sources, and weather have all been reconfigured to match the first round of graphical updates. These revisions have been applied to not only the benchmark, but the game itself from Dawntrail onwards as well. Yes, good. I would hope so, yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Why is my alerts not updated? One sec. 49. Thank you for the 2-month resub. I really appreciate that. And Camosen, thank you for the 7-month resub. Did you check the new Dawntrail website? Yeah, we did check it yesterday. Yeah, we did check it yesterday a little bit. It has some information there about the Ultimate Raid and the new Raid series, which was pretty interesting. Anywho, all environments featured in the character creation menu have received significant updates, and I encourage you to check the details in the revised benchmark software. That being said, some areas have received major specification additions, which I will summarize below. Okay. Okay. Lighting. In the ethereal background. This background was originally designed with the concept of an area where ether courses freely and the imagery was reinforced with the use of blue lighting. However, the blue colored tint made it difficult to visualize what a character's skin tone would look like. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. For the revision, we considered eliminating the blue lighting to replicate a typical in-game environment. However, doing so would drastically change the impression of character creation compared to before and could be disorienting. So the blue lighting was left as is. Instead, the ethereal background's time of day option was repurposed to add a new variant of the background with the blue lighting disabled. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's great. So now we have like a default basic background to make the character in. With this addition, we were also able to fulfill requests from players who wanted a photo studio-like environment. Yes! Similar to what screenshot enthusiasts recreate with in-game housing. How did you know that I did that? Well, because he goes into people's houses all the time. He does. He has streams where he goes into people's houses and sees the studios that people make. That's why Yoshi P is the best. Because he is in people's houses looking around. He knows what players are doing in the game. Screenshot enthusiast, yeah. He knows what you're doing in your screenshot enthusiast studio in your house. He absolutely does. As seen in the image above, selecting the clock icon allows you to adjust the lighting and time of day of the displayed background. With the ethereal background, however, this feature has been expanded to a lighting selection. This is so wonderful. Oh my God. The default option with blue lighting and the second with plain lighting. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Finally. Finally, you can see your character in the ether. It looks so good. They wanted to keep the original lighting because that's what you're used to, you know? I appreciate that as well. They didn't need to do that. So, he said Yoshi P is basically Santa. He's always watching us. Oh my God. I encourage everyone to try both options to see how they affect your character's appearance. I imagine these nuances will add even more depth to the character creation process. Yes. I'm so happy. This needed to be in the game a long time ago, but it's fine. It matters that it's here now. Man, honestly, look how much of a difference lighting makes, though. What a huge difference lighting makes in these two examples. He looks so like pallid and undead in lighting 1. In lighting 2, he looks, you know, warm and happy. Okay. Removal of vignette effect on the character creation menu. Up until now. Oh yeah! Has the vignette around the menu options to improve the visibility of the menu options. However, we decided to remove this effect as it tended to influence the color perception of character features. Yes. I didn't even think about that. This will slightly affect the menu's visibility, but we made this decision in favor of making the visual impression. Yes, the characters is what matters more than the visibility of the text, for sure. Smart. So, yeah. Before and after. Yeah. Okay, good. That did not need to be there. That did not need to be there. Okay. Good. How did they keep this sliding for over 10 years, right? Okay. Next, addressing feedback and issues related to certain data in processes. Various data revisions and corrections have been made in order to address as much player feedback as possible. Pupil highlights / lip gloss. The old highlights, which were drawn in using textures and consequently did not change based on lighting positions and other factors, have been removed and replaced with new highlights that are rendered based on lighting processes. What? Okay, old I'm dumb. Old highlights were drawn in with texture. Okay. So that didn't react to lighting. Got rid of that, throw it in the garbage. New highlights will react to lighting. Okay. Look, I didn't sleep at all last night, so I'm gonna have to break this down a little bit. However, the initial version of the benchmark featured a weakened version of these lighting process and an insufficient lighting environment. This caused highlights to appear small, and the eyes made characters appear soulless. I can't believe he really said that. I can't believe he really said that. Oh my god. Because people, when the benchmark came out, there were so many people who were like, oh my god, my character looks completely soulless. And everyone else like, well, maybe. Some people were saying, you're overreacting. That's such an exaggeration. Soulless, what are you even talking about? And even I think I was like, I mean, the soul, it's such a ephemeral quality to put down. Like, what does that even mean? Now Yoshi P has confirmed and vindicated those people that said their character looks soulless. So I hope y'all feel good about yourselves. The updated benchmark features enhanced lighting processes, as well as changes to lighting and other environmental features. So I encourage everyone to check out the new beautifully crisp highlights for themselves. We've also revised the rendering processes and textures of lips. Okay, let's see. I'm like excited to scroll down. Rest assured, these revisions will not only be reflected in character creation, but will be present in the game itself as well. Ooh, yes. Lips. Is this a soulless is an aesthetic though? True. The eyes look so much better. The lips are nice and glossy. I gotta see it on every single character type though. Do you realize that on Monday, we are only gonna be in the benchmark? Do you realize how much time I'm about to spend in the benchmark? I think when the benchmark came out, we spent like a week in it. Okay. I don't think we'll do a whole week this time, don't worry. But I'm about to go hard on that benchmark. Also, you can see from the lighting, like how her nose looks better and she's not all flattened out. This is what I'm talking about when I was trying to explain to y'all moon face, the moon face problem, because I have a really round face and I have to be careful with my lighting here because I can get like, I can end up like the before picture a lot of the time. I kind of am at the moment, but you know, the lighting it's very, very important to the character looking good. My lighting I need a lighting upgrade too. Holy. Anyway, one of the comments we received about the initial version of the benchmark was how the facial impressions of certain races had changed around the eyes. This was an unintended consequence of the updated lighting models and shaders methods, as well as high resolution support for textures and normal maps. Data for mimicking surface indentations, which cause the existing wrinkles and contours of these. Oh yeah, the wrinkled face. Oh yeah, the face that was the wrinkled. Yeah. After carefully reviewing various feedback pertaining to these changes, we redrew the high resolution textures and normal maps. What? They redrew the textures as close as we could to the state of patch 6.58. They redrew it. Oh my god. Thank you so much because this looked quite bad before. This face, I was like, I roasted this face. This was absolutely savage. Thank God. Because this, it looked so weird. It just looked so out of place. And it replaced the face that's already in the game. And it felt like a whole new face, you know? Oh my god! Hey! Horse, thank you so much! Thank you so much. 20 gift subs in the chat from Horse. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Big congratulations to everyone who just got a month of sub from Horse. You're the best. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's a big help. Sally, thank you for your 20-month resub with Prime. Did you know that you can use Amazon Prime to subscribe to the channel for free? It's true. It's true. Yeah, thank you so much for that. That's massive. That's a massive help. Was there no audio alert? I heard it. Did y'all not hear it? Ooh. Why not? Y'all didn't hear it. Okay, well, we'll sort it out after we look at the I'll sort it out after we finish looking at the article here. Yeah, it might be one audio setting that I got here on OBS. We deserve this. We survived Square Enix account creation and Mog Station. Yes, it's the shared struggle that binds us all together. Yes, we've all been through that and we deserve the best treatment. Now, we've made it past the great filter. We're the survivors. But yeah, oh my god. This is this wonderful. Also, I know like the face, biggest improvement, but look at the eyes as well. So that you can see that light in the eyes again. That's just, God, it's great. Great. Next, correction of low resolution sections of hair. Many of these had simply not been addressed in time. But in regards to issues such as low resolution textures remaining only in certain sections of certain hairstyles, we reference player feedback to ensure nothing was left out, as we updated them with high resolution textures. That's good. I mean, there's still like you could maybe smooth it a little bit, but look, it's definitely way better. Thank you. That is awesome. Look, you can see the difference in the texture there. Like so basically what happened was there was some low res textures still in certain parts of certain hairs that like didn't get updated properly. So you can see how crappy that is, and then they matched it to the rest of the hair. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's not blurred. You can't see all the individual pixels. Okay, next. Self-shadowing optimizations and adjustments. This point is regarding how characters had a somewhat mottled appearance due to shadows projected by their hair and other elements of their character model. We made as many improvements as we could to ensure the self-shadowing would look good on every hairstyle, such as enhancing self-shadowing processes. What? Adjusting normal maps, implementing special lighting, and determining which hair details should and shouldn't cast a shadow. What? That sounds like so much work. Okay. So, for example, yeah, absolutely. This is little things that I didn't even think about, you know? I just accepted it. So they decided, you know, which one of these should really be making a shadow on your face. Yeah. Yeah. Is this for the benchmark? Oh, this is gonna be in the game. Yeah, they confirmed that in other earlier in the post. But yeah, I do like the hair putting some kind of shadow, but also like it can get out of hand. Eyes look way better on the Lala. Yeah, they look more well, doll-like. That's the look for Lala's. Lively, lively doll. Like it's next, environmental lighting adjustments. When characters were backlit or in shadow, the softened shading made details appear rather flat. As such, we made overall adjustments to characters' environmental lighting to preserve a three-dimensional appearance even when a character wasn't being lit. We also made minor adjustments to the overall environment, such as fog. Dude, they really added so much stuff to the graphics update. Here, so close to launch. Oh my god. I think that they're able to do this because Yoshi P is an extremely good planner. That's his superpower. I've said it before. It's why he was able to rescue the game from 1.0. He has godlike skills at organizing teams and project management. He's extremely good at it. And so that is the reason why so many of these changes can happen now kind of at the last minute. Because when you're a good manager like that, you make sure that all the important shit is done months before it needs to be done. So that way you can spend the final period right before launch doing the final polishing, like the final touch up, the finishing touches. And you give yourself more time in case something like this happens, where there's a ton of improvements that need to be made and you're running against time, running against the clock, trying to get it all done and out the door, in a huge panic. So, and anyway, these adjustments too, yes, this is for both character creation and the game itself for someone who was wondering. So here's before and after. This is about softened shading for darker environments, not making the character look so flat anymore. Which, yeah, this is more subtle, more of a subtle change, but you can definitely see the difference, how much better the character's face looks. Even if you're not like in light. There's another one. Ooh, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. It looks pretty good. It looks nice. It looks really nice. We have numerous other adjustments in addition to what I've outlined above. Right? Is he single? He needs longer ears, in my opinion. But yeah. But still. John Fantasy. The old hydrates. Okay. Yeah, there's just so much dimension. The face looks so realistic and good. Direction of character, not realistic, but better. I can't think of the word right now.
It looked better.
Direction of character graphical update and regarding Fantasia. As I mentioned above, during the process of updating the benchmark, we carefully investigated the feedback from all regions to not only update the benchmark as much as possible, but also to refine the graphical update for Dawntrail's launch. We will continue fine-tuning Dawntrail in the period leading up to launch, but the bulk of our adjustments and fixes are reflected in the benchmark. On another note, the upcoming first round of graphical updates is also an upgrade of the FFXIV rendering system overall. In particular, the processes related to shadows, lighting, and shaders have been significantly changed and enhanced from the previous rendering system. So most of the changes will be in the benchmark, but they're still going to fine-tune things a little bit leading up to launch. This means that details such as pupil highlights and lip gloss, which were previously rendered with hand-drawn textures to reduce processing load, will be replaced with the correct method of rendering them. After the initial, like how he says the correct, like we did it the scuffed way to make it easier to run, but now we're gonna do it right. After the initial version of the benchmark was released, we closely examined the feedback received and made further adjustments to replicate their previous appearances. Okay, yeah, good. Even so, we imagine the subtle differences in nuance will inevitably cause some characters to look ever so slightly different compared to before. Should that be the case, a file of Fantasia will be obtainable from a new quest that will be added with the release of patch 7.0, which will allow you to fine-tune your character's appearance. So you're gonna get it with 7.0 release. Additionally, as I mentioned in our recent letter from the producer live, a new feature will be added to files of Fantasia as of patch 7.0. After using a file of Fantasia, you will have 60 minutes of in-game playtime from the initial usage to re-edit your character's appearance as many times as you wish. Nice. This is really good because you're spending money on it and you need to know for sure that, like, after walking around in the game, seeing the different lighting as you're moving around, that you like it. You like all the changes that you made. That's awesome. Really good. As always, we will remain open to feedback, even after the updated benchmark update and Dawntrail have been released, and we'll also continue to address any issues or necessary adjustments in future patches. With only about a month left until Dawntrail's official release, our final adjustments and debugging are being carried out at breakneck speed. Dude, I bet. Please look forward to early access on Friday, June 28th, as well as the official launch on Tuesday, July 2nd. I'm looking forward to that so hard, Yoshi P. You got no idea. My looking forward has intensified to an unhealthy levels. I've never looked so forward in my life. I'm looking so forward. I'm gonna break my neck from looking forward. I don't know. I don't. But yes, I will. So, amazing changes. A shitload of work that they have put into this, from what I've seen so far. Redrew some things, updating everything that based on all the feedback people gave. I do hope that they will go back and fix. I know that I have confidence that they will, but you know, some of the bugs that we have seen, some like weird clipping with some of the hairstyles or textures into necks, that needs to be addressed, but I'm sure that they'll do it. So we'll see it on Monday. That's when it's going to be out. I'm really, really happy with what I've seen, especially I think this one is the most exciting. The normal lighting, basic ass lighting that's just ordinary default. Like, I don't need to be in a forest or on the coast or in the desert. Okay, I don't need to be in the blue ether. I need just a regular not special lighting to see the character in. Thank God we're finally getting that.